What's up, peeps? This is Boxing 2020. Deontay Wilder has now been crowned the undisputed heavyweight of bullshit excuses. He's now blaming the weight of his costume for his defeat this past weekend, and you just couldn't make this shit up. I was actually working on another video describing my thoughts about Deontay Wilder, my criticisms of him, and I plan to end it with some positive notes about him, some of his stronger points, but I think he's just thrown it all out the window now. The man has no honor in defeat. Calls himself a warrior, but he's definitely not acting like a warrior. It's just not the behavior of a champion, let alone a man who called himself the baddest man on the planet and the most feared heavyweight champ. I just think this is going to lead to him being the most ridiculed ex-champ of all time. This is a worse excuse than David Haye's toe excuse, and that was hard to beat. So that's where we are today, and the fact is, if there was any truth to this excuse, which there ain't, he should fire his strength and conditioning team for sure, because 40 odd pounds, 45 pounds is not a lot of weight, especially for a so-called elite athlete, especially a heavyweight champion. And I just think he's done irreparable damage to his image as far as I'm concerned. There's no shame in losing to a better man, but I think he's dug his own grave for this one. I just think people are going to be laughing for a long time at such a stupid excuse. I don't think he's ever going to be regarded as the most feared man in boxing again. I think that was just a brief moment in history where he was able to blag his way by beating mostly minor opposition, weak opposition with a poor resume. And another thing that makes me laugh is how he was mocking AJ after his loss to Andy Ruiz Jr. And then when Ruiz lost to AJ, he went on to talk down about him, only to go on and make a worse excuse than his Mexican-American counterpart did. And it's insane. Obviously with the loss there was already damage to his reputation and his image, but his own words have done far more damage in my opinion. They're going to be far harder to come back from, and I think he's basically self-destructed. It's just crazy. And the difference is, when AJ lost, he handled his loss like a champ. You know, he had dignity and integrity, gave Ruiz all the credit, made no excuses. Despite there being something blatantly wrong anyway, he still didn't make any excuses. And I think it's just fitting. This is karma. And this is part of the reason why I wanted to see Fury win. I think he won the first fight, as I stated in another video, but I wanted to see how Deontay handled himself after a defeat, and we're just getting the bad news. It's a shame. The man calls himself a warrior. He's no warrior. He doesn't have the honor of a warrior, in honesty. Yeah, he's a huge puncher. I liked the guy's image beforehand. I liked what he represented. I liked his intensity and his approach to fights, but to me this has all gone out the window. And he couldn't even give Tyson his credit and allow him some time to enjoy his victory. Gave it a day or two and then just started talking nonsense. So that's my respect for Wilder gone, as far as I'm concerned. I wonder what his fanboys are going to say about this. He just made a mockery of himself. And I don't know what the big fuss is with all these costumes and stuff anyway. It's all good to have a show and enjoy yourself, make it entertaining, but you would have known the day before when you tried it on. If it wasn't going to work, it wasn't going to work. Could have just came in with a nice robe or something. It's ridiculous. It's just the worst excuse ever, and I think we're going to be hard pressed to find one that's worse in the future. But then again, you never know. But for now, Deontay Wilder, undisputed heavyweight champion of bullshit excuses. And this is how I'm gonna end this video and show you how the true baddest man on the planet at the time, this is how he came out. No frills. This is Boxing 2020. Please like and subscribe. Peace.